Namaste. Sadakhush Robitia. Hi, Jevin Dr. L.K. Sharma, Professor Jyoti Vidyapeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today our topic is new public management. Previously we have discussed about the new public administration. Now today we are going to deliver a lecture on a new public management. The new public management is a full extension of NPM. New public management or NPM is an approach to running the public service organization. It uses in the government and public services institutions and agencies. It also works at the both national and sub-national levels. The term first introduced by the academicians in the United Kingdom and Australia to explain the approaches. These were developed in the period of 1980s as a part of the effort to make the public service more business-like and to improve its efficiency by using the private sector. The management model it reforms the experimented with using decentralized service delivery models. It redesigns to the local agencies more freedom in how they deliver the programs or services. In some cases, the NPM reforms which used e-government full services or program to a central location to reduce the cost. Some government tried to using quasi-market structure so that the public sector would have to compete against the private sector. Key melodies in the new public management were worth money, identifying financial control and increasing efficiency and setting the aims and continues to keep an eye on performance, handing over and power to the senior management executives. The Act assists with audits, measures, and work evaluation. Some NPM reforms use private sector corporation to convey what were the previous public services. The new public management perspective is the latest paradigm in the evaluation of the public administration. It came into existence in 1990s. The book entitled Reinventing Government by David Osborne and Ted Gabler, published in 1992, heralded the birth of the new public management. The new public management represents the second reinvention of the public administration, the first being, as we have previously discussed, that the new public administration of the late 1960s. The term new public management was coined by the Christopher Hood. He used it in his article entitled The Public Management for All Seasons, published in 1991. The new public management is also called a managerialism by Pollitt, entrepreneurial government by Osborne and Gabler, market-based public administration by Land and Rosblum, and the third way between the public administration and private administration by a UA Yen. New public management established in 1980s to 1990 decades. A new theory adds in the public administration that the name was is new public administration. The principles of the new public management is this theory creates a strategic management or a new dimensions of the modern public administration paradigm in the traditional public administration, such as firstly the specific duty of the manager or the administrator has been more significant, creating flexibility, dynamics of organization structure, staff and job conditions. Spontaneously identify the organization and employees aims and purposes. It practices three E's, for instance economy, that is eradication of the waste, efficiency, the streamlining of the services, and effectiveness, the specification of the objectives to ensure the resources are targeted on problems. Government action should perform market oriented public administration is not only deal with the bureaucratic complexity but flexibility also. The government activities should be adequate. This theory is usually impacted by the achievement, result, and individually accountable for the management or administrator. The framework of the organization, employees, and their job conditions are laid on the line and motion able. Organization, employees, goals, and the aim started. Lastly, this policy keep far from the bureaucratic instruction complex and complexity. The emphasis of the new public management is on the performance appraisal, managerial autonomy, cost cutting, financial incentives, output targets, innovation, responsiveness, competence, accountability, market orientation, quality improvement, contracting out, flexibility, competition, choice, information technology, debureaucratization, decentralization, downsizing, and entrepreneurialism. The new public management essentially advocates the basic change in the role of the state in the society and economy. It emphasizes on the vital role of the market as against the state as the key regulator of the society and economy. Thus, it involves a shift from direct provisions of services by the government to the indirect methods like policy making, facilitating, contracting, providing information, and coordinating other actors. In other words, the government should change from a doer of public activities to a distributor of public benefits and facilitator and promoter of change in the society and economics. Someone or at some stages we can also say that the it gives an origin of the privatization. That means the new public management in, or in other words we can say that by the origination of the new public management we can more focuses upon the privatization of the things. Thus the new public management suggests a series of shift of emphasis in the way in which a public sector should be organized and managed to meet the new challenges of the liberalization, globalization, and privatization. Central theme of the new public management as summarized by the David Osborne and Ted Gabler, as we have previously discussed that David Osborne and Ted Gabler in his book entitled Reinventing Government, published in 1992, heralded the birth of the new public management. As we can say that we don't need more government, we need a better government. To be more precise, we need a better governance. That is the result that now we are moving toward the various stages of the governance, like the good governance, like e-governance, all other the activities which we can majorly functioning upon the basic goals which can provides a better working system to the peoples. Governance is the act of collectively solving our problems. Our problems means problems of a common man. That is the basic and primary functions of the public administration. To be more precise, that government is the instrument we use. The instrument is outdated and it is time to remake it. That the words that can be said by the David Osborne and Ted Gabler. Here we have discussed that it is really uh, thinkable issue that whether the governmental instrument is outdated or not, but now it is a time to remake it with the every disciplines and every technologies of the sector. At least, and last we have to discuss about the conclusion of the new public management, that however the new public management is a strategic management or a real authentic step or scheme in the public administration. It is an upgraded and new version of the public administration paradigm for developing. Here we also will discuss that in new public management we have to incorporate a three E's concepts. That is the much better concepts that will be facing uh, problems or many other things. But now we are moving toward the economy, efficiency, and effectiveness in the new public management. And as the era of globalization, now economy has been managed because now the products are available in the market or the services that will be rendered to the people as per the pocket which can be allowed by the people. That means in globalization the progressive integration of the world economy with the Indian economy. Now the market is open and the services are open to all the peoples as per their rules, as per their accountability, as per their financial situations, as per their needs. So students, this is all about the new public management. Hope so that you are satisfied. If you are facing any problem, then write a comment in a comment box. Thank you.